Hey, Tim, welcome to the show. How does it feel to be Tim Woodbridge today?
Oh my gosh, good most of the times, but not all the time. But overall, the trajectory of my life is it's going in the way that I want it to go. Being the higher level thinker, my underwriting and stuff, assumptions are not great. Today,
Hmm.
I have a partner who's a rock star at it, who's, the former COO of his company, is really great at details. And so, like, today, it's easy. I can say we're targeting minimum 2x equity multiple in over 5 years. We double people's money. We usually save around 60 to 90 cents on the dollar in year one depreciation, tax write-offs in year one. But back then, man, I didn't know. I was like, okay, we're gonna buy this. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I know the goal, and the goal is to fill it up with homes and fill it up, all the vacant pads. And I learned how to infill. And again, I didn't have a plan other than I know this needs to be filled up. And COVID hit, and then I was part of all these, emails and whatnot, like manufacturers and whatnot. So COVID hit, and then Legacy Homes said we're going to finance 100% of these homes to park owners with vacancy to keep our doors open. And so, that was the opportunity. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew what I needed to do. So that was, the was it reticular activating system. I was kind of on the lookout, at least, like in the back of my mind. And
Hmm.
yeah, I can say, we refied, my partner and I refied at like 13, 14, 15 months, somewhere around there, like right after owning it for a year. We refied, we paid the owner back that $50,000. We paid ourselves back all the money that we had in there and a tiny bit extra. But now we're just holding it and cash flowing. And it was, when we did that refi, it was magic to me because I was like, oh, well, I bought it for $250,000 and now this is worth $570,000 with bringing, seven additional homes in and having two other people move their homes in. So I went from 36 occupied to 19, and I increased the lot rent to $175. So yeah, it was like, oh, I put in the work and now I more than doubled the value of the park from what I bought it at. Like that was the magic moment. It was like, okay, okay, I get that, I didn't know that it was going to be worth as much as it was, but that was a very pleasant surprise that day for anyone who's wanting to. Like, figure out what you actually want to do. What's the end game? Do you want to quit healthcare? You don't have to want to, A lot of people love it. So maybe you just want to put some passive income into someone who is running deals and has all that experience. If you do want to get out, okay, well, look at deals. Learn how to underwrite them. If y'all need help, we can, send you a tool that might be able to help. I, send people a link to a free course that I made, just because I like to be a go-giver and help any way I can. But yeah, it's really make offers and do things that scare the shit out of you.
Hmm.
It's easy for me to talk about now, but y'all should have seen how scared I was at every stage of that first park. I didn't want to call the guy, and I was so happy when he didn't answer. I was like, oh, thank God. And then okay, how about I'll text him? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have the right number. My name's Tim. I'm interested in buying your park. And then that same number, I think later that day or the next day, called me back, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?" And I answer the phone, and I just start talking, and
Yeah.
let's ask him about the park, ask him why he's selling, and build the rapport. And again, why is he selling? He was a retired pharmacist who wanted to go spend some time with his daughter and her husband and their baby in Chicago. I believe they were physicians at that point. Yeah, they weren't residents. They were, both practicing physicians. So it's like, oh, okay, that totally makes sense. Like, That's his problem.
Hmm.
My problem is that I want to buy his park. How can we work together on the solution so we can both walk away happy? And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, don't complicate things.
Yeah.
Underwrite and put out offers. Underwrite and put out offers, and be prepared to hear no a lot, and that's okay. Every
Yeah.
no gets you closer to a yes. That they're crappy trailer parks that like,
Hmm.
uh, you know, uh, they're just filled with the lowest of the low kind of people. The reality is that they're just, people who want to or need to live in something more affordable. And they're no different, all people are people. I've met billionaires and millionaires and, the zero-naires, right? People who have nothing saved up, no net worth or negative net worth. And everyone's a person. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect. And yeah, a lot of people think that mobile home parks, are not consistent. It's like, well, there's all sorts of people trying to live there, and it's again, just all these bad misconceptions. But the thing is, man, COVID hit, and I didn't really feel it. Um, I got collections as normal. It doesn't mean everyone
Hmm.
pays on time because that's just a part of the business. But we didn't really see a dip because everyone who lived in my park knew that as soon as, if they stop paying, and I talked with them about this. I was like, look, like here's what it is. You could maybe stop paying and I could probably evict you, but or non-renew because I do month-to-month leases. Um, but let's figure out a solution to this because as soon as you stop paying, like no matter what, when when the eviction moratorium ends, which it will, I'm going to evict and I'm not going to accept any money. So like, why don't you keep the good thing that you have and we keep this, keep it going? And the most part, again, I didn't see any significant dip. I didn't there was no real change. Um, so yeah, it's I get a lot of people surprised with, how consistent they are. And, I've said recession resistant many times. It's because they really, really are. I really like it because I don't have to lose sleep over people not paying. Sure, they don't, like, there's every once in a while, but that's just a part of real estate, right? That's just how it is. We've got systems set up. We've got people in place to ensure that, we're chasing them and we're making sure that if they're not paying, we're evicting. Um, but yeah, it's a very overlooked asset class that is doing very well for us.